Hey everybody, welcome back to Kitchen Spoons and Combat Boots, Military Appreciation episode. We're kicking it off over at Centennial Field with Marcie Caulfield.
Did you know that Military Appreciation Night at the Lake Monsters is July 18th?
What? Let's go find Champ.
I think I see him over there. We are so excited to have you with us today. Back to you, Danny.
Last year I was on balloon.
Like you want a bear, you want a dog, how about a sword or a hat? So stop on by at Family Programs and see what we got up our sleeves this year.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kitchen Spoons and Combat Boots. Today's episode is going to be on military appreciation. Summertime's here, weather's getting nice. We got a lot of stuff going on this summer. Find us on our Facebook page, VTNG Family Programs Facebook, or on Instagram, VTNG Family Programs on Instagram, to follow all of our great events and everything that we got going on. It's going to be a long summer. We got a lot of good stuff going on. So we're actually going to jump right over to Marcie Caulfield, who's over at Centennial Field interviewing Champ. Marcie?
Thanks, Danny. Hi, everybody. I'm Marcie Caulfield, the Family Readiness and Program Manager.
And I'm Jessie Smith, the State Soldier and Family Readiness Group Leader.
And today, we're at Centennial Field. So Jess, did you know that Military Appreciation Night at the Lake Monsters is July 18th? Be there or be square.
Do we know who they're playing?
The New Britain Bees.
Should be a great game.
We hope to see you there. The game starts at 6:35.
And the gates open at 5:30.
Hey Jess, if I were to bring my family that night, what can we expect?
Well, we're going to have lots of things available. There's going to be resource tables with lots of stuff to do there and lots of take-home goodies as well. If you get here early enough, you can visit those and then pick out your seats in the stands and wait for all the entertainment that will happen throughout the game. You'll be able to connect with the various services that we have here in Vermont, from Coast Guard, Air Force, the Army. Everyone's going to be here and have recruiting representation.
Oh, it sounds like a blast. I heard that there's an opportunity to hang out with Champ. Can you tell us more about it?
Absolutely. Throughout the game, we're going to have a banner hung up somewhere out by our resource tables. The kids can go up, sign their name on that banner, and then during the 7th inning stretch, they'll have an opportunity to go out all together and present it to Champ.
So, we would love to see you there. Just remember, the gates open at 5:30, the game's at 6:35.
Enough of all this talk. Let's go find Champ.
I think I see him over there. So Champ, we are so excited to have you with us today. We were hoping you wouldn't mind answering some questions for our audience viewer. Shall we get started? These are the big 5 questions that you wanted to know at home about Champ. So, Champ, yes or no? Do you like to swim? Here's a tough one. Do you like hot dogs?
Yeah!
Yummy in his belly. Do you play video games?
Can you hit a home run? Yeah! All right, final question. Do you have a favorite dance move, and what is it?
Go Champ! Go Champ! Go Champ! Go Champ! Well, we hope that all of you listeners can join us on Thursday, July 18th and come and see our friend Champ and the Lake Monsters team on Military Appreciation Night. Back to you, Danny.
Wow, that's great. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Marcie and Jesse. They're obviously out there having a great time. And I'm actually going to introduce our guest for today. Magically from the field right next to me is Marcie.
Hey, Danny.
Welcome. That was fast.
It was fast. Getting to see Champ and then coming to sit with you. What a great day.
So military appreciation, that's what we're here for. That's our biggest event, the Lake Monsters game. We've been doing that forever.
We've been doing it at least the last 10 years. So it has been a really long time. And each year it just gets bigger and bigger with the amount of resources that come. And this year, it looks like we're going to have every branch and component represented.
Whoa.
Right there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been for like the last 5 years I've been there. You're actually wearing the only jersey I don't have.
Ooh.
And then they stopped giving out jerseys.
They did it. Because I did ask for this year. I'm like, so what's the freebie this year? Jersey, hat? And they're like, oh, we actually don't have one this year. I'm like, okay.
That was like my favorite incentive. I'm not saying, I mean, they still do have great handouts, but man, I love those jerseys. That was like my itch. I was like collecting them and it was doing what I had to do, showing up early.
Yeah.
It's a good time though.
Yeah.
So yeah, for all those interested, the Lake Monsters game is coming up.
July 18th.
July 18th. Gates are 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So gates open at 5:35 and then game is 6:35.
And if you want a goodie, if they're doing goodies this year, you got to get there a little early.
You have to get there really early. And even if they don't have one, the family programs team will have lots of really cool free stuff.
Oh, we definitely will.
Yeah, we will. We've got some really good new swag this year.
What do we get in?
Oh, we got hot cold packs that are in the heart shape because family programs is the heart of the Vermont National Guard. We also have these really cool stress light bulbs like idea.
And they're stress, right? Squeezy ones?
They're really squeezy ones.
I did see those.
Yeah. And there's also for those people that really like to think about emotional well-being and mental health and doing positive affirmations. We have this really cool cue card that gives you ideas of how to de-stress when you're on a time budget.
So when you walk in, if you just go to the family programs area, that's where you're going to get all of our stuff, right?
Absolutely. We should have about 5 tents all lined up right behind the stands, and we'll be there. You're going to be there too.
I will. I'm always there. Last year I was on balloon duty. I had the little pumper, and I was doing the long balloons. We were making animals out of them, and then we had a balloon break. So I was like, my forearms were just like blown up afterwards.
And I was training people about how to make it. Be like, you want a bear, you want a dog, how about a sword or a hat? So stop on by at Family Programs and see what we got up our sleeves this year.
So we got the free handout, and then there's a booth for free tickets. You can just show up, and that's the biggest thing is the tickets are all free.
You'll check into our check-in area.
You
don't even have to go to the main stand to get your tickets. You'll see a Vermont National Guard Family Programs tent, and some of our team members will be manning that tent to get your free tickets.
Yay, I'm pumped. It's always such a good time.
Yeah.
As long as the sun doesn't beat you right in the face, but...
Wear your sunscreen.
Wear your sunscreen.
I will say, Danny, that even though that is one of our biggest ones, we have a lot of fun things this summer.
Tell me. What do we got? I was just going to ask you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have an Ohana family camp, which is done by the Aloha Foundation. It is a residential camp for military families to come and stay at a cabin and really like deprogram, like put down the electronics and really get one back with nature and rebuild the military homestead. And so that's near the end of August. It's August 25th through the 28th. And so that's a great opportunity.
Free camp
for the whole family.
That's crazy.
And you'll probably see one of us there because family programs will be visiting one of the days just to be like, hey, military families, thanks for coming.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a really popular camp. We had 2 sessions back in June. We had 2 sessions in June. And if you're viewing this, since it is the beginning of June when this episode gets launched, check out the Family Programs Facebook page because there may be some slots still available for the earlier sessions. But definitely August is wide open.
And the more participation, the more money we get for the next year to make it even bigger.
Absolutely.
So everybody come. Don't be afraid. VTNG Family Programs on Facebook. You can give us a call. You can show up at Family Programs. We want to give you all these free events. We want to make sure you guys are taken taken care of. Military appreciation.
Yeah.
What
why
else you
not?
got? What else you
All
got
right.
for us?
So at the Air Guard, the 158th Fighter Wing, Nick Thomas, our Airman and Family Readiness Manager, is doing both an Army National Guard and Air National Guard combined CPR family course. It is a free course to take for people to learn the skill set of CPR, and that's in the middle of July. And for those people that want to walk away with a card that says you're officially certified, what happens is you just have to pay a $20 fee and you get the card. Otherwise, come and learn the technique to have more safety at home.
And that's free.
That's free.
And if it's not free, that would normally be like $150.
Yeah.
So
it's a great opportunity, and there will be more opportunities for the family CPR course throughout the year. This is just the one that's happening this summer that we're aware of.
Oh, great.
That I had really wanted to talk about, Danny, was another pretty cool event that we have, the Champlain Valley Expo Military Appreciation Day, August 26th. Well, typical, and you know, Danny, because you've supported it with me, the whole family programs team comes, sets up tables in multiple spots, and we support the whole day. And then the Family Programs Vermont Veterans Outreach Team actually supports all 10 days of the fair. So that way our veterans, whenever they're coming to the fair, they can find out what resources are available. But that day of the 26th, that's when our service members and our veterans, as long as they show ID, can get into the fair for free.
Great. Yeah. I'll tell you, the only thing at the fair that is free is if you come to our tables at the fair, we have free giveaways. We have free handouts. I mean, you can go to like the news station, you can go to like the local channels and stuff and get your little freebies, but we got some good freebies.
Yeah, we do. We have lots of good freebies. And then usually we even have toys for the kids. So instead of spending your money over at the games, come and say hi to us and do a little fun playing with us, and you can walk away with a toy too. So
we got Lake Monsters coming up. We have Ohana Camp coming up, which is a free camp. We have the Champlain Valley Fair coming up, which is free. We have, what was the last thing that you plugged in there? What was the third thing you talked about?
CPR course,
family
course. CPR. We also have a military teen leadership camp. There's 2 different week-long residential sessions for our teens that's actually going to be being hosted by Norwich University. It's kind of like, think of like a mini military boot camp to kind of get the taste of what it's like to be military styles, pique some interest for those teens.
It's like building leadership in teens, right?
Yeah. Yep. And guess what?
Free.
Yeah, totally free.
That's like, we have so many things to give soldiers and their families. We have so much military appreciation that we want to push out. And people just, you got to find us. So hopefully you're tuning into this podcast. You're looking at us on Facebook. You're on our Instagram. You're here at Family Programs. We just want to give free stuff away. Yeah, we do. And there's actually, Danny, I got another thing for you. There's a really unique opportunity for any kiddo that is stepping up into the 6th grade. There is a week-long camp at Starbase, and Starbase is housed at the 158th Fighter Wing, where those kids can do a great science kind of STEM activity-based camp for the week. And guess what? Free. It's free. I remember doing Starbase when I was a kid. Yeah. Like 2nd, 3rd grade, we did Starbase. Like launching rockets. Mm-hmm. You build your little rocket and you stuff the parachute under the nose and you launch it up. Yeah. And then you watch it go up and then you go running to catch it, try and hand catch it as the parachute comes out. Yeah. But yeah, so and my biggest, I don't know if it's even relevant, but I always remember my mom packed me Lunchables, and that was like the first time I ever had a Lunchable. They were like new. Yeah. And like Lunchables. What a treat. Yeah. That's awesome. And yeah, Starbase is great. So that's a lot of stuff coming up. It is a lot of stuff, and we definitely have just a lot going on. Usually, families have their own activities and vacations, and it's a great time that if they don't have like their Echo Family Pass, and they can get one of those for free for a whole year membership, as well as there's a lot of great military discounts out there, with the Vermont State Parks, or for places that like indoor activity places for youth. So ask the question, bring your military ID, ask the question. A lot of times you would not know that there's a military discount somewhere unless you asked. 20% of Lowe's.
Yep. Fantastic. Well, and we are starting to work on building a distribution list, Danny, of any interested family members that want to be in the know ahead of time. And so if you want to be in the know too, go ahead and visit the Facebook page and send a private message and say, please add me to your distribution list, and send your email, because we want to let those people giving us permission first know when the upcoming events are. And we have a lot of really cool events coming up in the fall. I won't leak the secrets, but there's some really fun things coming up. And one of those fun things that I will share is, you know, Danny, in the past where we've had the VSO tickets for the Holiday Pops concert.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this year they're going to give us tickets for their Summer Fest.
Oh.
And so we don't have the details yet, but y'all heard it here first. It's coming down the pike, and social media. So follow Facebook or Instagram. That's where we're going to launch it, and you could be one of those lucky families.
I love the Vermont Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
I try to go every year. And it's just, I grew up a music kid, and just free concerts, especially during Christmas time. You just like, I feel like I'm not in the Christmas spirit until I go to the Holiday Pops concert.
It's an experience all its own.
And then they're going to be doing a summer series. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So stay tuned, folks. Wonderful time.
Great time.
So, Champ, if you're watching, thank you again for hosting us. We appreciate you.
And thank you, military families and military service members, for your service. Military appreciation, you know, we can't thank everybody enough.
No,
you know,
we can't.
we just want to give you freebies and do all these great things for you. So come out and, you know, let us repay some of the stuff that you've paid us.
Absolutely. And we wouldn't be here without them.
Nope. Well, that's it for today's podcast episode. Thank you so much for joining in. And until next month, take care. For more information or support, please reach out to the Vermont Military Family Support Center's toll-free number, 888-607-8773. The preceding content does not constitute endorsement by the Department of the U.S. Army, U.S. Air Force, Vermont National Guard, or Vermont Military Family Programs of the organization's products and services contained therein. Further, the Vermont Military Family Programs assumes no responsibility for the consequences of using the products or services provided by the organizations or resources listed. Vermont Military Family Programs makes every effort to present our clients with reputable resources. We cannot guarantee the validity of said resources, and the use of such resources is voluntary.